Yes, brothers and sisters, who we got in the house? Bobby Sutherland, Yes I Chava, Luke Shannon, Scott Grant, what's happening Chavas and Chavettes. Hope everyone's well on this Sunday evening. Anyone watch the boxing last night? Can't say I was impressed. Joe Allen in the house. How are you doing, my brother? Respect to you, sir. Yeah, the boxing last night. Can't say I was impressed. The fight I was looking forward to the most was Florian Marku and Dylan Moran, but Dylan ended up getting stopped in the first minute, which was a shame, but it was what it was. Watched the Dave Allen fight because I like Dave Allen, big Dave Allen fan. Dave Allen's just one of the boys. He had his hands full with Frazier, but listen, it was what it was. He was outskilled and outmatched. The low blows, well, some of them were what they were. The main event, well, I was watching it at Alice's and I come home after 8 rounds. It was only going one way. It was the worst I've ever seen. Beefy Smith. But listen, it was what it was. The better man won. They looked like there was about 5 levels difference between Eubank and Smith last night. I don't know what was going on, but it's just, the whole thing just never excited me whatsoever. Even when it was announced, even when it was, just, like I said the other day, boxing just doesn't do it for me anymore. I don't get that emotional investment. I don't get excited like I once used to. It's just a shame, really, but it is what it is. Need to change the battery in the smoke alarm, Danny. I do. It keeps beeping. You must have some ears on you, Jabba. Do I think that was a low? Well, I've covered this. I thought it was. I thought it wasn't. A lot of people thought it was. I've lost interest. Big up the Rock and the Mount P crew. Come by. Dave Allen, yeah, I'd love to see him in the bare knuckle. Dave Allen's he's just one of the boys. You've got to love Dave Allen. If you ever see him on camera, Dave Allen's just one of the boys. I like him a lot. He was overmatched, but he's got all them tricks. He's been around, his experience, but it was the only fight that really had that little bit of excitement about watching, to be honest, purely because I'm a Dave Allen fan, but just boxing just doesn't really do it for us anymore. It's a shame because, I love that game. But it is what it is. Sounds like I need to find my mojo. I'm just lethargic today. I've been at work all day for one. I've done some training. I've done some filming for the next episode of Road to the Top. I've done some circuits. I've done a few rounds of shadow boxing. I've done some bag work, some skipping, some with the tyre and the hammer. Then I went down the sheep mount track and done a load of sprints. Tired today. Mojo's exactly where it should be. Yes, Keith Robinson. Hope all's well, my man. Angus Young. What's up, my brother? Hope everything's okay. Send me a message on Instagram if you want to chat about anything, man. Do you have a particular diet, Dan, or you just eat whatever you want before and after training? Well, I eat rather healthy-ish. I eat a lot of stuff I shouldn't be eating. Last night I had churros and cake, and today I've had a big roast dinner at the Carvery. I had a sticky toffee pudding. But I get plenty of fruit and veg and get some good quality meats and that in there. I don't drink fizzy pop, just water and tea. But, my diet isn't exactly strict. I eat what I want. Looking forward to the Jack Draper podcast. Yeah, listen, I like Jack Draper. And I think what I like about him even more is, the lad's never been in any trouble. He's never been arrested. He hasn't got like a violent background or anything like that. He's a big lump of a lad who can definitely handle himself, but what a beacon of like virtue, what an example to set for his kids. He's never been in any trouble. He's a God-fearing man, and I've got a lot of time and admiration for him. 292 in the house. Big up yourselves. Danny Christie for Prime Minister. No, thank you. I'm good. It's hard enough running my own house. I've got Georgie upstairs, who's just a massive hole in my pocket. But that's kids for you. Sharon Cleveland, absolutely. Big up Jack Draper. And it'll be a difficult spar, Jack Draper, because he's a lot bigger than me. I think he's a few inches taller. He's sharp. He's a good conventional boxer. I can imagine him just keeping as long, and it'll be a good spar. I don't think we'll be killing each other, but we'll let each other know. It'll be good content regardless. Tickets out for fight travelling. When tickets out got fight travelling from Stoke. Tickets will be out in about a month or so, I would say. There or thereabouts. What's next then, Danny? Neat Hordish round Emush. That's the one Dangerous does. Draper's got some good 1-2s. Yes, he has. Connor Bird gone on Chava. Hypothesis. Well, listen, whatever it is that I've got, I'm happy with it. Like I say, I'm really happy. We have good days and bad days, of course, but I'm at a point now where I look at how far I've come, and it's one of them. I'm just pleased. I'm fortunate enough. If I hit the hay tonight and I don't wake up, I can be happy in the knowing that I've come a long way, and I'm idolised by my kids, and I've done well in the BKFC. I've got a couple of notes. I'm living a life beyond my wildest dreams, really, is what I'm doing. In comparison to the person I was, instead of comparing me to other people, I compare me to myself, how I was, how I used to be, how I used to live, all the troublesome situations I found myself in. That day's gone. That day's gone. What aspects of your fight game are you looking to sharpen up? Well, I could be a bit faster, but it's one of them at my age. I'm nearly 40 years old. I'm not going to bring many new tricks into my game or anything like that. I'm going to more than likely get a little bit better than what I'm already good at. I sometimes leave my feet behind when I'm overcommitting with punches. I've got a lot of holes in my game, but I'm a heart on legs. No matter what's happening in the fight, no matter how that fight's going, I'll be there till the end, and I'll always be looking to put someone's chin down the M6 and you give us half a chance or you make a mistake, you know, it's going to be over for you. But, you know, my best assets, I would say, is my power and my will to win. Don't know who fighting yet. Well, it's someone in the top 5. There's 2 opponents that I want, and they're just trying to get either one of those fights over the line. You know, I want someone in the top 5, and that's it. Sorry, Christy, what's the hand tattoo? It's a grenade. Can't see it very well, but a grenade. Boom. Lorenzo Hunt. Well, I've been told the Lorenzo Hunt fight has a potential for happening in London early next year, providing I get through my next encounter, which is always, you know, difficult. Mike Perry would be a bang. I'd love to fight Mike Perry. I think it'd be a good fight as long as it lasted until I caught him clean. Quiet life, you have a gift. Life's a gift. Every time we open our eyes, you know, we should be grateful. We're only here once, remember. We're only here once. So make the most of it. You know, life's happening right here, right now. You know, the past, you've got to let the past go. You can't live in the past. Even Forrest Gump's mum knows that. You know, Mama said you got to put the past behind you in order to move on. Well, there's never a truer sentence been spoken. No, Paul Meadows, I don't have a good diet. I eat everything I should eat. A lot of fruit, a lot of veg, a lot of quality meats, a lot of water. But then I have cake, crisps, chocolate bars, all that kind of stuff on top. Yes, Mr. Kenny. There's my man. Alex Kenny, how are you, brother? I've been saying I'm very tired. I've been working all weekend. I have been doing some filming today, training in the gym, bits of circuits, and went down the running track at Sheep Mountain and done a load of sprints. I'm dog tired. I'm going to have another 20 minutes on here or so. I'm going to go to bed and have a read. Do you think vaping affects performance cardio? Likely, it probably does. But I'm not stuck to my vape. I have a little suckle on it now and then. But I would say no vaping is better than vaping, but I still get fit and strong and I'm good. Sharon, bank details still the same. Perhaps maybe we should inbox us or something before you do anything like that. The tickets aren't quite here yet, but we can have a conversation about it. Appreciate that, Keith Robinson. Do you have a box on a Cleator Moore show? Yes, I did. Do you ever remember the Gladiator? Remember that Gladiator? It was like, you will go on my first whistle. Remember the jock that used to, the Gladiator with the Wolfman and all that? Well, the first person to win that was a black lad called David McIntosh. And I fought him at Cleator Moore when we were 16. He was unbeaten in 4 fights. I think he'd won them all by knockout. And I beat him at a close contest at Cleator Moore, beat him on a majority, and we went to war. So, and he went on to be like a trainer to the stars. He moved to America and he went out with that Kelly Brook. Remember Kelly Brook, the actress? He went out with her. He done quite well for himself. David McIntosh from Wigan. Yes, I have boxed at Cleator Moore. A lot of rough lads out west, out Cleator Moore and that, the mining villages and that. And all ex-navvies and miners and some rough lads out there. Yes, Alex, bell me anytime, brother. You know that. Samurai One Bomb Warrior. Appreciate that, my man. John Smith. Okay. Where can I buy a knee Divish t-shirt? The Danny Christie website. Boom. Won the Cleatamua Terrier show, well, 12 year ago, and they were all mad bastards. Yes, they are. Mental them lot out there. It's just steroids, training, fighting. Yes, Mr. Matt Legg. How are you, my brother? Catch up anytime, mate. You know, we should meet up and do some training and that again. Bit of content, and it'd certainly be good to see you again, sir. I hope all is well. Real Angus Young. Alice is just fine. I've just got off the phone to her. She's cushy. She's been busy painting the fence all day. I had to give her a hand, but I was at work. We had a barbecue last night before the boxing. World champion this time next year. Absolutely. It's happening. Stay tuned. You'll see. I'll chin them all. Up the Moor boys. Absolutely. Aye, what's happening then? What's going on in the weird and wacky, wonderful world of YouTube? Because I don't get a chance to watch much content. Gary MacArthur. Just out of rehab starting point. Listen, Gary MacArthur, get in touch with me. You're welcome down here. We'll do some training. We'll do some recovery. Do a podcast. You're welcome anytime, Gary MacArthur. Anytime, brother. What flavour am I vaping? Gummy bears. It's rather tasty. Absolutely, Alex. Best wishes to anyone in recovery trying to better themselves. We do recover, trying to create a better life for themselves without the use of drugs. It's possible. It's attainable. Take it from me. Glenn Scrafton, how are you doing, Mush? I hope all is well. Said Gummy Bear. Some name for a channel, that Mush. Best advice for someone doing jail for the first time? Well, I don't know. I'm probably not the best person to give an advice. I was fighting all the time in jail. I couldn't really do jail, especially the first time round. Just a mountain of stress for me. But best advice, you know, don't go. But I don't know, mate. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't. Keep your head down. Don't give anybody an inch, or they'll take a mile. James, like I said, he did your girl. Of course he did. Any chance of a word with you, Danny? Well, yeah. Why don't you get in touch with us or something? I'll have a crack with anyone. The Silver Surfer. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, but let me just reiterate that, you know, I don't require any donations. I really do appreciate that. I'll give that to the girls. I'll buy them a bag of sweets or something, but I really don't need any donations. But I appreciate that. James. Not sure who you are, James, or what you're smoking, but... Right. Okay. I'm not even going to answer that. Bacon knows where I live. He's knew where I've lived for years. I've done his mum's windows 5 times, remember? What did he do about it? Nothing. As long as I've got a hole in my hoop, he'll never come nowhere near me. He might make videos, but he'll never do anything. The jealous, lazy bum. Tommy Fury. I think he'll beat KSI, but I think KSI's good. He's not a established boxer, but he's definitely rough and powerful. 100%. Thanks for that, Keith Robinson. $376 in the house. Appreciated. Yes, Chris Hayes. Big shout out, my chavvy. Oh, 5 minutes, I think. I'll call it a day. Who we got? Yes, in the red corner. What's happening, Ross, my chavvy? I hope everything's well. Yeah, I'll probably put a bet on Tommy anyway. Up the Furies. Doing much tonight? Not really, my chavvy. I'm going to get my head down in about half an hour. I'm going to go and read a book in bed. And I'm going to chill out. Danny Burkett. Get up, chavvy. I've got a feeling that's not you, because surely you can spell your own surname. Eubank Golovkin. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I still think Golovkin beats him quite comfortably, but listen, Eubank's decent. He's got all the tools. He's got all the moves. He's just one of them. I just don't get excited when he fights. You know, I really don't. Appreciate that, Mr. Allen. I really do, brother. God bless you and God bless your family. You know, we've got to keep it in the day. We've got to be grateful, and we have to practice gratitude, don't we? You know, and keep in touch with the big man upstairs and hand our will over is what we need to do. The boys, East Kilbride. Appreciate that, my brother. This man's always in my comments, and that massive shout out to the boys in East Kilbride. I agree, Alex. It's just one of them. There's very few fighters these days what like get me excited. The passion has just been kicked right out of boxing for me. Can't get myself up for it. Alice is fantastic, thank you. Don't suffer fools. She's brilliant. She's the woman of my dreams. And I love her bones. What do I do as a day job? I dig holes. Dig holes in the ground and fill them with tarmac. What am I reading? I'm reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Yes, Anthony. No, is the answer to that. Chelsea Darts, what's happening? Oh, Paul's well, 400 in the house. Next episode's coming out in a day or two. We've just wrapped up the last bit of filming for it there. The editors have been away busy at festivals and that, so I've got to bear with them and take the time when they can give me it. Canelo Charlo, well, probably have to go with Canelo, but I think Charlo is going to cause him all kinds of problems, and it wouldn't surprise us at all if Charlo upsets Canelo, you know, and gets the big upset, because he's a dangerous, heavy-handed man. And you know something, I'd like to see him win, just to throw a spanner in the works. I'm going to be backing Charlo. I might even go down and put a little flutter on him. Kingston, all good, my Chavi. Okie dokie, Anthony. The Count of Monte Cristo, brilliant book, Alex. I read it when I was in prison, but I struggled with the first 3, 4, 5 chapters just because it's in like classic language. It's in like that old English literature, which sometimes I had to read over certain bits time and time again. But the penny eventually dropped, and I got better and better at reading it and understanding it as the book went on. Brilliant book. That's right, Alex. It is a slow burner. Hey, beautiful.
Are you online?
Yeah, can I have a kiss?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi guys. Bye guys.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
Where's the power charger?
It's in my bedroom, chick.
Okay. I'm getting a hairbrush because looks like
All right.
I live in a bush.
I'll be up in 10 minutes. What are you watching today?
Yeah.
What are you watching?
That puppet thing.
A lot of shite. Have you read The Dice Man? Oh, I haven't. What are you doing? Git.
Don't know, I think you should get a buzz cut.
I'll be up soon, beauty. Tell us about it. Some of the TikToks and that crack me up, man. Yes, Angus Young. Thai boxers. I think that's meant to say Thai. Well, listen, anyone's decent. The MMA lads are usually the best at it with the clinching, grappling aspects. If you look across at all the champions in BKFC, they're all MMA lads. They're all got MMA background because of the clinch game, because of the dirty boxing, because of the fighting. You know, no matter how good of a boxer you are, technically or conventionally, you know, clinch game takes all that away. All that dirty boxing and fighting on the inside just annihilates anyone's skill set if you're not trained in that aspect. Sean Unsworth, yes, my Chavi, hope all is well. Colton McCullen. Where are we at? Well, it's been a brief one, brothers and sisters. Thank you all, 377. I think we had over 400 in at one point. Appreciate the numbers, appreciate the time, energy, focus, input, comment. It's much appreciated. I'm going to go and get my head down, read a book, relax, have an early night because I'm dog tired. Thank you, everybody. Ciao for now. God bless. Ta-da.